Hello, fellow car enthusiasts, and I'm going to record hopefully a quick video about, I think, the main feature of my MotorStory app. It is adding a long story where you can add to each particular part of text you're typing dedicated link and dedicated photos. Basically, it might be good where you're explaining what you've done yourself to your car. We will start as usual from the page of the car, add entry, and first of all, not to forget for later, we will put all the intro logo story data. I'm going to write a story about my own car, obviously, and the topic will be how to remove rear seats and effectively to increase capacity space, which makes my little car really universal. And I like that I can carry a lot of things, and I would want to share my experience how to make it possible. As you see, I start typing the first stage, optional stage title already given, and I'm just typing stage text to explain what this story or entry will be about. Okay, I finish the text of the first stage. Now, as usual, we adding photos, and remember that the first photo we are going to add most probably, because I tried to make it that way, will be the photo of your text, um, photo of your first stage in the picture. It will be like a logo of the story. If you don't like a picture, by the way, you can always push again and upload picture you would want, or number of pictures you would want, of course. Right, text for the first stage is here, photos which I want to be represented in the first stage here, and as usual we push add stage, and we generated the first stage. Remember again, you can change photos, you can delete photos what you don't like, and you can upload other photos if you want through this uh, interface, through this stage as well. Now, the most important feature that you can create another stage, and it will be stage number 2, and it will be shown just below the stage 1. Basically, that way you're creating a story where dedicated text has dedicated field with photos, and also, of course, you can put at least one link to each stage. Right, I've done the text for the second stage, and I attached photos to explain this stage thoroughly, and as usual we adding this stage, and it will appear right below one we already added, and you roughly already see what the story is becoming like. Title, text, dedicated photos. Title for the next stage, dedicated text, dedicated photos. And basically, you can repeat the same process again and again. I tested the app with up to 20 stages, and the app handles it all right. That's why I think there is no reasonable limitation to create as long stories as you wish. But obviously, for the simplicity of the representation and for the simplicity of the reader to perceive the information, some big chunky stories might be better to divide into different stories themselves as well. But it's for you to decide. And I'm going to finish writing all the stages and adding photos, and I show you what will be the result in the end. Okay, finally I've got at 8 stages with text and photos. The last 8 stage is just text. I didn't add any links because it was do-it-yourself stuff, which everything was discovered by myself. Obviously, for long stories like that, you might make some mistakes or to mix up the order. Don't you worry, you can delete stage, add another one, delete text or amend the text or stage name, and also you can delete or add photos inside the stages when they are already added. That's why I think it's really useful feature to tell complex stories. Don't forget, it doesn't mean that always you have to write something long and complex. You might write as simple as something as just short text notice, and that's it. And now we'll see what we have as a uh, ready to read story, which is consists of 8 stages. And what is useful is that each particular part of the text has a photo explanation attached to it, which makes telling stories of restoration, of repair, or any modifications much more easy and interesting to share with other people. And also, obviously, for the viewer to see and maybe try to repeat the same later. Thank you very much, guys, for watching. Please add more stories to your cars who already add a car, and please add car if you still only register it on My Motor Story. Thank you very much.